Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I've been kind of holding this back for a while, but I think it's now time that I unveil. I am proud to say that I'm a father. Here's my baby. It's a video game haul after a stop through digital press, and this is one of the first things I saw in there. I was like, okay, I had this in the back of my mind. It'd be kind of funny if I got this. And lo and behold, it showed up in the store, and I was like, all right, the stork's taking him home. It's a whole bunch of other stuff, too. All right, so I actually had 2 trips, technically, through digital press, because this half of it, right there, was the original intent of what I was looking for, and decided to get 1 or 2 things impulsive, like I said, with like the DJ Hero. So I have DJ Hero on the Xbox 360, but I don't have the actual turntable. So I was like, oh, well, I need to get that eventually. But I didn't really find it anywhere for a long time. And maybe I'd seen the Wii one once or twice, but when I decided to pass on it, it no longer was available. So when I saw it here, I was like, all right, sure. And the only issue that I was told at the register was that it has one of the buttons exposed. There's something that's supposed to be in here. It does still flick back and forth, but it's a lot, something else is supposed to go there. And as long as it works, I'm okay with that. Put a marshmallow on it or something, I don't know. This was in the bargain bin as well, this Wii Zapper clone. I have been getting a bunch of these because, well, a lot of this stuff is because of future videos for gaming dotes down the road. A lot of video game hauls have been leaning towards that quite a bit, and you might have an idea for some of them. Other ones, I'm just finicking, just playing around with a couple of different ideas, so they may appear in multiple videos actually. But so yeah, it's like, okay, well, I found the turntable, but it's the Wii one. Well, the Wii games aren't that much, so I'll get DJ Hero 1 and 2, and I'll figure out what to do with the 360 copy sometime later. Babysitting Mama. Again, it's a funny thing to find. I thought, hey, it's there, why not? It's got the whole package, literally, like, the cradle, the game underneath it. So yeah, why not? I mainly went there because I remembered one time before I saw that they had only the disc for Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube. And luckily, today, they still had that. Now, I will have to get the case for it sometime later. I've had that with a couple of games where I have the disc, not the case, and the case, not the disc. And then I had the ones at Goodwill that were the case, not the disc, but didn't know that until after checking out. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's just extra case fodder if one of them breaks or gets chewed up by Scooby or something like that. Anyways, there was a PlayStation game that's been on my mind for quite some time that, in the same way, discs, not the case, that I wanted to pick up, and that was BIONICLE the game. I have both discs for the PlayStation 2 game, but I didn't have the case. So now I have an extra copy. I'll do with those something else as long as these work. I obviously will test everything as every other video game haul. This game I've been looking for quite some time, and I looked at it and I was like, oh wait, that name sounds familiar. And then I looked at closer at it, I looked at the gameplay, and I'm like, yeah, this is the one. There's a whole video dedicated to these games and other types of games that otherwise probably wouldn't have been picking up, but for that reason, I did get these games. I did also, again, just have to confirm that they were the ones that I wanted. There was a Jimmy Neutron game that I picked up on a previous haul. I got it for the GameCube. It's based on the movie, but it's not the same as the PC version. That's what I thought the gameplay was going to be like. Also, I played it for maybe 10 minutes before the game couldn't read, so it had a disc error. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to bring this back. I used the trade credit towards this kind of stuff. So, luckily, I don't have to worry about Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius for consoles because it's different from the PC version. These are exactly the same as the PC versions, so that's good. That's what I wanted. And then this thing, I know I have this at home somewhere. I've been trying to look for it for a long time, and eventually I was like, well, maybe it wound up in the wrong bin or something and it's gone, so I'll get another one. I do technically have other memory cards. This one in particular I was trying to look for, this indigo purplish one from Intec. I know it's a low megabyte count. That's the point. That's what I need it for. And having the case with it is cool too. That's really a necessary case that they gave when I got mine way back. Again, we'll talk about that in some other videos as to all that stuff. So I left with just those items, but I also saw a bunch of other stuff in the store that I was like, yeah, I might need that for a video too. So after I grabbed dinner, I turned back around within the last half hour or so that the store was open and picked up some more things. I'm like, yeah, I know Black Friday's next weekend and they have some sales running, but I don't know how long some of this stuff will last there. Considering some of this stuff, like retro game stores come and go with their inventory. So some people will find stuff and it'll be immediately sold out. That's why I was surprised the collector's edition of Zelda was still there. And I haven't been there probably in over a month by this point. So some of this other stuff probably wouldn't be gone because I know I've seen some of this here before, but I still wanted to secure it just in case. It also gives me a little bit of time, so if something needs to be returned or trade credit or whatever, I can bring it back next week. I'll already be back anyways, so might as well have this available just in case. And what are these? Mostly dance pads. And Seen It and Buzz. So these are different controllers that plug into the 360 and PS2 respectively. I wanted to try some of these controllers out because sometimes you can map those just like you would a regular controller. I've had this before with one of the other ones. It's the infamous Donkey Konga Bongos situation, playing a game without the proper controller and just having fun with it. So that's literally the same thing I'm doing with a bunch of these. That's why the fishing rod, this is something I had never seen before, so I was like, I love it. I love obscure stuff like that. This one I had seen before but not in person, so I was like, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the fishing rod one actually came with a game, Bass Pro Shop, The Strike. Unfortunately, the game wasn't available in the store, not even the disc. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And I did get appropriately the right games to go along with the dance pads, so I can test them out as they're intended before using them for other games. Wouldn't it be funny though if I used the dance pad with Seen It or the dance pad with Buzz to answer questions? If it was mapped the right way, that would be great. And all it really takes is just a matter of putting in the other games, seeing if it will respond with any of those button presses. And I've already done this before with some other controllers, so I wanted to see how it works with these. And what would be omitted, if anything. So this video game haul, a little doubled from what I expected at first, and a bit more than what I came there for. But it's kind of a FOMO thing, I'll be honest. Just wanted to be sure that it wasn't going to go missing or sold out by the time I come back. Even if it's in next week, people come and go all the time. And it's only Friday now. There's, the weekend. People could be, it's usually much busier on the weekend, so I might as well take care of this as soon as possible. So now, that'll be exciting. Oh yeah, I had another one of those gun controllers, because there's so many gun controllers for the Wii. I thought it'll be fun to try those out in some ways. Low-key, have a bit of light gun stuff happening. I don't think I filmed the last haul video. It wasn't from Digital Press. It was from another game store. Or at least part of it. Yeah, anyways, there was something from another time that I picked up some light gun stuff. So I do have some partial thing to that. I want to try some other things out. Oh man, is it snowing? Dang, it's snowing. I thought it was just really cold water from rain or something, like a light drizzle. All right, it's snowing. I'm gonna head out and I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna fit this back in the boxes.